Guys, they bring this Audi to me, X5. You can see. So they bring the car that the car is not starting. This is my diagnostic here. So they bring the car to me that the car is not starting. You can see it's just cranking, but the car is not starting. Stop, man. Let me try it again. The car is not starting. But when I check the car, I check for pressure here. There is full pressure for petrol. I can see here also have leak for petrol. Let me on the flashlight. You can see there is leak of petrol here. That means the petrol pressure is okay. But this one also have leak, maybe need to replace after. And I check here also, there is pressure for petrol here. And I check the main pressure here also, because this one connects from the pipe from back. I check it here also, there is pressure there. So when I check inside the computer, it's showing this one, there is not a current supplying, and it's saying there is camshaft sensor, maybe this or this or this, say upper trend. So let me scan the computer and check again, so for me to explain better for you guys, so to know what to do when your car is cranking but not start. So you need to focus on the fault code that the car bring. We need to focus on that. So let's scan 2008 Sportback 3.0. Okay, you just focus on that. It's still scanning. One. So I want to diagnose it to check which code is showing. So we are going to focus on the code that is showing for us to know, because I check it like twice before I notice that I need to focus on the sensor that is showing. As you can see, it's showing engine fault code for the engine controlling module, and for transmission it's showing 1, and for the brake it's showing like 3. So you can see all this is the main problem here. High input, that is, the voltage is more high than the sensor. You always supplying 5 volts and 5 volts in both sides for the crank and the signal. So the intake manifold running classic, this one is for the flap for the intake to be open, and the ABS CBM signal, and the ignition distributor for speed engine. So when you are cranking, this engine speed is not going to be reading. Maybe I can show you in live data, and it's showing 6-7 cylinder is not coming. That is from passenger side, and air intake temperature sensor. So we need to focus on all those, and MR sensor, I remove the wire, so we need to focus on this. And this is the fuel pressure sensor that I'm talking about. So let's go to the front and describe all this that I'm saying. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's showing 6 and 7. And random misfiring and ignition. And the car is not starting. It's showing random misfiring. How the car know that there is random misfiring. And the rain fuel pressure, that is this one here. So the one is not working. It's showing that there is no current. I check here, there is current there. There's current supplying there, but why it's not starting is stuck because of the cam sensor, because of this sensor here. Let me try to crank the car again for you to check. Let me crank, and let me show you the speed sensor also. The speed sensor is not reading. Where is the live data? Come here, come over here. For the live data, let me check the live data for the speed. can see the engine speed. Let me crank. You can see it's not waiting. So now let me show you the problem here. The problem, when I later check, is because of this camshaft, because of the camshaft position sensor. High input upper limit. So when I see the wire have connection that loose and touch each other, you can see how the wire break together here. Let me focus. You can see. So the wire is here. It's plugged here. When I remove all this cover, I see that this wire is already break together. It's connecting together for not to allow the car to start. So now let's go and start the car now. Let me go to the live data and let's see the engine speed now. Not this. You can see the car is already start. The car is already start. So because of that, you can see the engine speed now is reading. Let me off it again. Alright, and start. Alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. Okay, thank you. So that's all the problem for the car. It's because of the sensor have contact together. So all the problem for this car, why it's not starting, it's cranking but not starting, is because of this wire here that it touch each other. It's because of this. And I found one before, and this leak also. And I found one before, I don't know where. The wire also connect to each other. So I try to separate that also. Here you can see here also. There is a contact here also. So I try to separate it also. So that's what's caused this car not starting. Now the car is fine. I can start the car now anytime. It's fire.